heard of a tables, ladders, and chairs match, but this week on Wrestling is Everywhere, we are taking the competition
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome
You don't know Jack full screen
to a new level by having it in the middle of a fully operational high-end furniture and home decor store.
I'm gonna rip you apart, sectional by sectional, armoire to footstool, because you are You're going to seasonal table runner for your life until you throw in your tea towel. You're about to hit the grounds, cause here comes the French press.
Binge Pipe is trying to impress the cool kids by presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Apparently, our IPO wasn't legal.
I'm Cookie, and this is You Don't Know Jack. Or is it? No, it is. 2 players, looks like you'll each have a 50% chance of having 0 fun. Okay, let's not waste any more time.
Time for question 1.
First on the docket, allegedly delicious. No one can get you out of a jam like a lawyer, especially in a foreign country. If you want to toast your Spanish lawyer, what are you ordering? Avocado toast, abogado toast, arrogado toast, or So what'd you pick? I always have trouble eating a Vagoda toast. I'm never sure if it's dead. Abogado is Spanish for lawyer, so that's what you'll be ordering. Toast is not actually Spanish for toast. Tiny spreadable lawyer not included. Any lawyer present may not be green. Trying to put a lawyer onto toasted bread may result in civil liabilities and up to 98 years in prison.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Next up, the finer things. Things get a little silly around here sometimes, which is why I like to look at serious works of art. Georges-Pierre Seurat's famous painting, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte, is a classic example of pointillism featuring a tranquil scene in a park and... Wait a minute. Is that... What the... It couldn't be. There's a naked lady in this painting. There's a monkey on a leash, a man in a tree wearing a cape, or a clown. No, wait. Let's see who got it. Keep your mind out of the Guggenheim. A Sunday on La Grande Jatte does feature a woman walking a monkey on a leash. I wish all classic paintings featured monkeys, but The Last Supper would be kind of a mess.
Why don't we do it with free?
Oh, here's a good one. Text or subtext, and it's a dis or dat. So I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a piece of art attributed to street artist Banksy or an emoji on my smartphone. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Banksy or an emoji. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. Man shrugging. Man hanging from window. Woman factory worker. Men with bunny ears. Umbrella girl. Girl with skipping rope. Selfie. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. Okay, let's move along.
I don't need you anymore.
Up next, only the freshest references. Which of these 80s catchphrases best describes the story of Icarus? Wax on, wax off, where's the beef, I'll be back, or gag me... Okay, what'd you pick? Ah yes, the classic Greek myth of Icarus, the boy who tragically gagged on a spoon. It's a timeless tale. Yeah, you're gonna kick yourself. Icarus flew on wings made of wax and feathers until the sun melted his wings, causing him to fall to his death. Which is like grody to the max. I call this one Trippin' on Friendship. Guys, great news. I got invited to an EDM concert by a group of frightening teenagers. They told me we're gonna trip on mescaline, and I'm the one who needs to bring all the mescaline. Am I saying that right? Quick, where can I get some mescaline? A grocery store, a hardware store, a craft store, or a pharmacy? So who got it? What a pity. I really wanted you to pick this one. Mescaline is a mix of assorted salad greens. Hold on, I think maybe those teens were talking about a psychedelic drug, which is too bad because this salad is so good. That's it for round one. Numbers don't lie. Let's take a look.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're negatively affecting our averages.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for your opponent in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a bonus if they choose incorrectly.
Yeah, thanks for that. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
You're doing so well, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Feast your eyes upon this. Big Gramps on campus. Who's the most old school? Mr. Oxford, Mr. Harvard, Mr. Stanford, or Mr. Phoenix? Let's see how that shook out. The University of Oxford dates back to around 1096, making it one of the oldest educational institutions in the world. And in about 3 years, the first class will finally finish paying off their student loans.
Las payeurs se moquent de moi. 7.
Here's one for you. The mysteries of language, bro. What would be an example of semantic satiation using the word CrossFit? Being unable to remember the word CrossFit, substituting CrossFit for... Uh-oh. You just got screwed, player 1. You guys remember your password, right? And how'd we do? Sweet dreams. Semantic satiation means saying a word so many times your brain no longer recognizes it. Which is the long way of saying, we get it, you do CrossFit. Can we talk about something else for once?
Hey, question.
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a loud question or a quiet question? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Here are the votes. I have no opinion about your selection.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
It's time for a loud question. Which of these songs is on the Rihanna album Loud? Take It Off, Man Down, What the Hell, or Boom Boom Pow? I love this part. No! I can see why you would think that, but no! Allow me. Man Down is a track on the 2010 Rihanna album Loud. I'm sorry. I use the volume usually reserved for my cats when they hop on furniture. Introducing Say My Name, no seriously, say my name. You know that Irish actress from Atonement and Lady Bird in Brooklyn? Yeah, sure you do. How do you pronounce, her name? Saoirse Ronan, Saoirse Ronan, Saors Ronan, or Seori's Ronan? Okay, who chose what? Farewell, Felicia. Saoirse says that's the correct way to say her name. Now when you run into her at cocktail parties, you don't have to say, "Hey there," not exactly Dakota Fanning. Here's one I like to call Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor, that is.
What's the tag?
Important part of the inspiration for the invention of the first webcam. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. What'd you guys pick? Honest mistake. The webcam was invented at the University of Cambridge so researchers could check and see when the coffee in the break room was ready. I always put a piece of tape on my webcam so the CIA has no idea when my coffee is ready. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Girl groups. We'll give you the name of a group. You pick out the members. Good luck. Player one wins! Congratulations, Player One. A win is a win no matter how small. So incredibly small. It's probably safe to say,
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe has no choice but to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. As soon as we get some good content, you'll be glad you're here.
Hey, Cookie Masterson here, and everything I say is improvised. End of written intro. 2 players, mano a mano, head-to-head, knee-touching knee. Whoa, I'm sensing some unspoken tension here. Okay, it's time.
Time for question 1.
To get started, a Nobel attempt. Which of the following very unlikely things is most impossible? Dr. Oz winning the Nobel Prize for Medicine, Dr. Phil winning the Nobel Prize for Psychology, Bill Nye winning the Nobel Prize for Chemistry. Okay, let's take a look. Honestly, this one seems most likely. For what it's worth, there are Nobel Prizes for medicine, chemistry, and literature, but there is no Nobel Prize for psychology, so Dr. Phil would never get a chance to win a Nobel Prize in his, academic field. Honestly, though, anything is possible when you know Oprah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
There is no hiding from naming names. If I asked the star of the film Call Me By Your Name to call me by his name, what would I say? Call me Jordan, call me Army, call me Chadwick, or call me Channing? Who picked what? You miss all the shots you don't take, and this one. That's correct, for a totally different question. Is what you had in mind? Armie Hammer is one of the main stars of Call Me By Your Name. When someone calls me Mr. Masterson, I say, please, Mr. Masterson was my father's name. Call me by your father's name. It gets really weird really quick.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Coming up next, our luxury line of spells. And get ready to do some shopping because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's something you can buy at Gwyneth Paltrow's online store Goop, or something you can buy in the Weasley's joke shop in Harry Potter. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Goop or Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Let's go. Beauty dust. Peruvian instant darkness powder. 10-second pimple vanisher. Kid combing mist. Daydream Charms. Psychic vampire repellent. You know poo. All right, at least one of you didn't totally fail me. But player 1, you failed the best.
Customer satisfaction seems to have dipped.
Sounds like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for your opponent to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
Yeah, okay, they get it.
Perks you can only get through Binge Pipe.
I don't need you anymore.
And now, you're so Bane, you probably think this question's about you. If Bane from The Dark Knight Rises hooks his signature mask up to a CPAP machine, what would he say before turning it on? Vape life, Batman. It's for my sleep apnea. Hope you like what you picked. A CPAP machine provides airflow for people who suffer from sleep apnea. I don't mind admitting I use one, and it allowed me to sleep soundly through most of The Dark Knight Rises. Why Why not try, we know what you need? That's ominous.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoy TV shows based on movies we thought you'd like, Game of Thrones, Riverdale, Westworld, or The Blacklist.
What's this? You got screwed in the back, player 2. This is gonna be #fun. So who got it?
The HBO series Westworld is based on the 1973 film of the same name.
Round 1 is history. This leaderboard is brought to you by Binge Pipe.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 2, before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
It's like the first round didn't even matter.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's known as, what's the deal with this joke setup? What would be the name of a web series where Jerry Seinfeld picks up different comics in a truck on the way to grabbing a fermented drink? Comedians in sailboats getting horchata, comedians in trucks getting kombucha, Well, what do you know? You got hit by a screw, player 2. Say, can you answer a moving target? What'd you guys pick? Interesting choice. A lorry is a truck, and kombucha is a fermented sweet tea. And comedian is another word for unemployed, according to my mother. That screw is a good move, player 1. This is your cash now.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Try this on for size. Illegally driving in the Carpool karaoke lane. In honor of James Corden, the subject of this next question, I will be performing it through song. Here goes. How would you turn James Corden into a James Cordon Bleu? Stuff him with chicken, stuff him with spinach and herbs, stuff him with ham and cheese, or stuff him... Okay, who chose what? The classic French dish chicken cordon bleu involves stuffing chicken with ham and cheese. Believe it or not, I did all the singing for this question myself. I mean, I can't believe I did that so well.
Hey, question.
We'd like to give you the illusion of control. Would you like a question you know or a question you wish you didn't know? Use your device to select your preference. Your choices cancel each other out. Binge Pipe will select the slightly less satisfying option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Let's try a question, you know? But like, how do you know? Enzymes, man. Lymph nodes, man. Neurons, man. Or plasma, man. Let's see how that shook out. Neurons are the cells in your brain. That's how you know things, because of messages sent and received through neurons. But on some level, you knew that already. Trippy, right? Na, 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 na. Here we have Eavesdrop, Stop, and Roll. I've got to share this weird conversation I overheard this morning. Ayo, OA, she won a Nobel Prize? Like you said, they're great! So, who dis? Tony the Tiger talking to Tony Danza about Toni Morrison, Tony Danza talking to Toni Morrison about Tony the Tiger, Toni Morrison talking to Tony the Tiger about Tony Danza, or Tony Danza talking to Tony the Tiger about Toni Morrison. I love this part. That's Dance's catchphrase from Who's the Boss, talking about Nobel Prize-winning author Morrison, referencing the cereal mascot's slogan. You overhear the weirdest conversations at the Y. This one's called, remember Cheers? If after taking a sociology class, Diane convinced the patrons of Cheers to start calling Norm one of the 4 types of cultural norms, what would they not shout as he walked through the door? Mores, folkways, ethics, or taboos? Who picked what? Insert banana peel sound effect. Mores, folkways, taboos, and laws are 4 cultural norms. Ethics can only help shape norms. Although drinking 12 beers a night also has an effect on the shape of norms. You made... Well, excuse me for living. Here's your clue. Do D's rhyme? It's simple. What words rhyme with these D words? Good luck. Player 1 takes it! Nice work, Player 1. Hey, you feel that? That's what winning feels like. Like 1 million thread count sheets. As for your competition...
You don't know Jack!
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome